Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Daryl.
Saya Jared Teo.
And I'm a revert since 2014.
I've reverted to Islam for the past 5 years.
I've been practicing Christianity, Catholic, since I was born, until I turned 21 years old.
And I came from a background of Buddhism.
And
now
we are brothers
in Islam.
Muslim.
Today we are going to react to a video on YouTube by
Daud Kim
on why did I become a Muslim.
And the video has garnered about 2.9
million
views.
And he also has over 2 million
subscribers. Yeah, mashallah.
So let's begin.
Let's watch.
Asyhadu an la ilaha illallah wa asyhadu anna Muhammadan rasulullah. 안녕하세요, 제이킴입니다. 다우드 킴입니다. 다우드 킴. First of all, I got so many congratulations. 정말 감사합니다.
Congratulations.
I got a lot of questions, and 80% of questions were, why did you become a Muslim? Today, I will answer this. My converting이 아니고 reverting story. Okay, then here we go. How I became a Muslim, Daud Kim. Unfortunately, my first memory of Islam was 9/11. At that time, I was really young, like 8 years old. I watched a huge building collapse on TV. I was really shocked. And that time, I heard the word Islam on TV. So that was the first time I heard the word Islam. I don't know well, but I thought Islam is dangerous because media always show the negative images about Islam: war, oppression, terrorism. So I also thought that they are dangerous and strict.
World Trade Center, I think that rang some bell when I was 11 years old.
I was about his age, probably 8 or 9. He was exposed to Islam from this incident of 9/11. So, mashallah, right. I was exposed to Islam when I was probably in my primary school. I always had a lot of Malay friends. So they tell me about Islam.
I think we always have Muslims all around us, but
Exactly.
we
And
were not very aware of Islam.
A lot of time passed. Actually, I was a Catholic, but I didn't interest in any religion. I was just busy at living my life. But my bad thinking about Islam completely broke down one day in Indonesia. I debuted as a singer in Korea. I was not popular, but still. And luckily, I got a chance to have a promotion in Jakarta. I didn't know about Islam that time, so I even didn't know that there were so many Muslim people in Indonesia. I really didn't know that. Actually, two things made me so surprised. First, they were really kind than I expected. And second is that so many girls are covering their faces with veils. I didn't even know the word hijab. And you know, Indonesia is really hot country. So I was so curious. So I asked a girl who wear hijab, why are you wearing scarf on your face? Did someone force you? And he said, I'm a diamond. Incredibly precious. So I don't want to show this to other people. Nobody forced me. This is my choice and I'm so proud of it. At the moment, I was really shocked. I thought that was oppression, but they were really proud of this. Yeah, it was really interesting. What made her so proud?
And mashallah, the answer from the sister was actually the best answer you could explain to a non-Muslim to cover up.
Surprisingly, I was also presented in such a relation regarding hijab. They told me that, what would you choose between a chocolate in a steel wrap or the one which is already open?
Exactly, you would go for the one which is covered properly, right?
At that time, I didn't know it was the face. I think Allah sent me a sign at this time, but I didn't notice. I came back to Korea, but my father lost his job suddenly, so I quit music and started work. I like my job, but it was not easy because I wanted to do more creative things. So that's why I started YouTube. And I randomly talked about the memories about Muslim in Indonesia, and suddenly so many people watched that video. And that was my second meeting with Islam. I didn't notice the first time, but this time it was different. It's related to my situation.
I'm guessing he's already a YouTuber prior to converting,
Because
right?
he wasn't Muslim yet.
He wasn't Muslim yet, right?
And he says there's a second meeting with Islam.
Exactly, mashallah.
I'll tell you, I couldn't tell to anyone, but actually I was having a hard time because my goal of my life was music. But I should quit, so I lost my motivation of life. I wanted to go the next step, but I don't know how. I was totally lost. There was no peace in my mind. But surprisingly, at that time, it gave me a chance to meet Islam. Through this, I could meet many Muslims. They're real Muslims, not in the media. So I got along with them and found out what I didn't know about Islam. Why do they believe in Allah? Why do they pray? Why don't they eat pork? Why don't they drink? And what is halal and what is haram? And who is Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him? Many things. I learned one by one. And I found something really special I never felt before. It's very hard to explain, but I felt they have something that I'm missing. Because the way they treat their lives is definitely different from mine. I thought life is competition, and only surviving the competition is success. I thought I have to fight and win, but they were different. They always help others, and they were always thankful for what was given for them. This impressed me a lot, the attitude of their life. My Muslim friend told me life is a journey, not a competition.
MashaAllah, I think I got so much to relate to his message. Something similar in my upbringing and how I view life. He's got a view of his living, his career, his hobby, things that he likes versus things that he has to face in life.
Exactly.
So I believe that Allah has many ways guiding His creation, which is us, humans, step-by-step happenings in His life.
Yeah.
And the purpose of this journey is to go on the right path according to the God, Allah, the most glorified and the most high. If you follow Allah on the right path, there will be a great present at the end of this journey. Yeah, that's Jannah, the paradise. When I heard this, I felt like someone punched my face so hard, the belief that you're going to the right path. It touched and moved my heart. In the beginning and the end of this everything, there was Allah. This was the something I was looking for.
So he found Allah.
So to know about this, I started to follow their practice. I read the Quran, studied about Muhammad, peace be upon him. I fasted for a month in Ramadan. I went to mosque and prayed. It happened in just a few months. As I experienced their practice little by little, my faith also grew up. The faith in Allah, who created me and also guide me. The absolute, the most gracious and most merciful. And these things never happened in one time. I found it little by little, and the important thing is I found it myself. Nobody forced me. As I fasted, I found gratitude for Allah, and I found that prayer to Allah would give me the peace of mind. So finally, I was sure about my belief. So I thought about becoming a Muslim.
So he took some time before he became a Muslim, but he was also already practicing.
He did, yes. To be honest, I was also doing almost the same thing like him before actually reverting.
You were trying to practice it.
I was not trying to pray or fast, but I actually attended a lot of Islamic talks. Sometimes during Maghrib time, I go to the nearest surau and I sit and listen to the ustaz. And when Isha time enters, I run out. I had this experience one time. I followed or accompanied my friend to the masjid. I was actually sitting at the back of the masjid. It was actually Maghrib, and the Bilal called for...
Did he invite you to join them?
Okay, this is the interesting part. Obviously, he was going to pray, and I was sitting at the back of the masjid. And this man entered the masjid and saw me sitting at the back, and he was thinking, probably he was thinking to himself like, why is this guy at the back here? And we are already going to pray. And people are already, getting into their stuff. What he did was, he signaled me, and he said, "Psst, go." And I was not Muslim at that time. And I got so scared, and you know what I did? I entered the saf and I started praying behind the imam. And I was just following whatever they were doing. And I can still remember I ended the salah when I was standing. When I was standing. I remember not giving salam because I don't know if I should give salam or what at that time. So what I did was, I just exited the surau. I can remember standing and I looked left and right and I escaped. Okay, let's continue.
But nevertheless, I hesitated for a long time. There are reasons. Many people told me that the pork and alcohol, but I didn't think it's not very difficult if I have faith. There were other reasons.
Come to the same point where the surrounding is that not many Muslims there. You may not get halal food around so easily.
Yeah, it's easier for us.
First, can I overcome the prejudice of others as a Muslim? And second, am I perfectly prepared to be a Muslim? And also a position for my family. For me, it was a big problem and pressure. I pressed myself a lot. But after that, I thought like this. Why am I pressing myself? Islam is a religion that creates a relationship between me and Allah, not others. If Allah made a plan for me, only Allah can give me the answer. So I visited the mosque and asked him, what do I have to do? And surprisingly, my thoughts organized. I got the conclusion. I have faith and will to practice. So I don't need to hesitate anymore. I don't need to care other people's opinion because my life is mine, not others. My relationship with Allah is only mine. They can take the responsibility about my life, even my mom and dad. Oh, but of course I love mom and dad. And one more thing about the perfect preparation. There's no perfect human. There is no perfect thing except Allah.
Regarding his responsibility to Allah, it's even higher than his parents. And then of course he says that still love you, mom and dad.
Yeah.
Of course, we all still have duties to our parents.
I was definitely hesitant in the beginning.
I think we were all afraid to make that critical decision
Exactly.
in our life, where we are also being judged by the people around us.
Unfortunately, I cared about people's opinion. That's why in the beginning I was a bit shaky in my religion. It wasn't.
I think we all started.
It wasn't that smooth.
Well, make it
Alhamdulillah. Yeah. Tentang parents kan. Initially, I cared about people's opinion juga. I was really afraid about my parents. Macam I became a Muslim at 21, and at that time you were still studying kan. You don't dare to do things that you're not capable of doing. I cannot run away, and I still have to see their faces at home. Masa pada awalnya memanglah tak
take this opportunity to say we're sorry, mom and dad.
Of course, I'll make a mistake because I'm not perfect. Already I had a lot of mistakes, but I believe He will lead me back in the right way. As He led me here, I'm in His plan. So I know He helps me. So that's why I decide and revert. That's my story. So now I'm Daud, and I'm so proud of that. I was sailing alone on a small boat over a dark and huge sea. I was sinking without knowing where to go, but the merciful Allah recognized and signaled me. And fortunately, I noticed and catched it. And finally, I knew that following Allah is the purpose of this journey. So now, I know where do I have to go. He gave me the light. And I believe that is the greatest blessings and gift in my life. So I'm like a baby Muslim who doesn't know anything well yet, but I will try to be a good Muslim, little by little. So nice to meet you, brothers and sisters. I'm so happy to meet you as a Muslim. I've talked a lot this word, but finally, I can tell you from my heart, Assalamu alaikum. There is no God but Allah, and Muhammad is messenger of Allah.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
MashaAllah. I think he has put into words so much better than I could.
Exactly.
In relation to what I feel about becoming a Muslim. I think I can use his video to share when people ask me why I become a Muslim.
Looking at this video, right, it really amazes me. You know why? Because someone from Korea just embraced Islam. And in Islam, our family is so huge. We have so many races.
Big family.
Yeah, big family, mashallah. To my brother Daud Kim, Chung Hap Nida for embracing and accepting Islam. Chung Hap Nida means congratulations, right? Congratulations to you. We hope that you continue producing more videos about Islam.
Because you inspire so many followers.
We can never underestimate the content we make sometimes. It might just trigger that fella to learn more about Islam. And if you ever come down to this country, Malaysia, don't forget
to drop by Al-Khaadem.
we have, mashallah, a lot of
Good
educators,
brothers and sisters, yeah.
Good brothers sisters, yeah. Perhaps we can do a video together, inshallah, one day. And with this, we end our Reaksi Mualaf. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe, like, and share. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi.